We got a bidet! Hey everybody, and welcome back for another video. In today's video we got a first for you. We have not actually purchased this box before, so it's new to us, and maybe it's new to you. We had a SpongeBob box on here not too long ago, and if you watched that video, this might be a review for you. But if this is your first time here, I actually purchased these boxes because there's something called Culturefly Rewards. Normally, we have the Star Wars boxes on here, and we also purchased the Pasheen boxes. I don't think we've done those on the channel.
I don't think so.
But maybe we can in the future. And as we were doing these boxes, we were gathering rewards points. And so what I decided to do, well, because somehow I had 60 bucks in rewards, you can only do up to $30 increments. And then, as far as I know, you're not able to double dip the rewards. Like, you can't use 2 reward certificates on the same thing. So I used one of them on the SpongeBob box, and then we decided to try one other box, which is today's box. And that is the Horror Haul box.
Boy, is that a mouthful.
Yeah. Ooh, looks like it actually tells us on the back the different things in here. It is a pretty heavy box. It definitely feels like it's full.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, let's show you what the box looks like here. We got the front, we got the side. For those of you that are horror fans, you can probably tell right here we got some claw marks that look like Freddy. There's the side of the box, give you the top of the box.
All this piping is giving me Freddy vibes, too.
The bottom of the box. The bottom and the back side give us an idea of what's in it. So I'll read those real quick and then show you the back. It says It, Chapter 2, specifically. The Exorcist, The Nun, Friday the 13th, Nightmare on Elm Street. And you know what movie you said that you wanted to watch with me recently?
Lost Boys.
The Lost Boys is in here. So here's the back. Down here is where I saw all the ones that are in the box. It makes me wonder if those ever change, or if that's just the ones that they pull from for all their boxes.
I feel like the classics, like Friday the 13th and Nightmare on Elm Street, those ones probably stay at least more often than some of the others. Lost Boys is kind of becoming a classic, where they're bringing out a lot more of that merch recently. But The Exorcist, The Nun, and It Chapter 2, we don't really see a whole lot of those recurring merch products dropping all the time. So maybe those ones kind of cycle out?
Maybe.
Just a guess.
Well, let's start getting in here. The first thing is the postcard that they give you that explains what everything is. We'll look at that at the end, because again, we know at least I remember 1 or 2 things because they give spoilers. I do not know everything in this box, so I don't want to spoil that. One thing I will point out that's interesting, and Sarah, you and I are going to have to look away while I show the camera this. It says 17 plus in the corner of this postcard, so maybe there's some things in here where they really think adults should have it and not younger ones.
Maybe something like graphic, like bloody, gory?
Maybe. Alright, let's see. Let's grab the first thing here. It feels pretty fabric-y. Okay, so this is one that I knew about, and it does feel like very great quality.
Yeah, it looks nice.
It is a Friday the 13th bag.
It's a nice tote. It's got an extra zipper pocket down here.
And the zipper pocket does have a stabby stab, a knife for the zipper little chain thing there. We got the color up here, this blue. Sarah, do you remember what this blue... Well, I'm sure the blue is used in a couple of places, but is there something that jumps out to you about this blue?
No.
What jumps out to me is this is like the blue that they used for the Friday the 13th video game for the NES when Jason was purple and blue. And that's what it reminds me of.
Nice.
So yeah, very nice bag right off the top.
No additional pockets inside, just the one pocket on the outside. But still, nice.
Cool. So just to give an example, this product has on there 17 plus. So this would be an example of something that they believe is for 17 and older. Maybe because, he has a knife through his eye.
Is Friday the 13th 17 plus?
It is rated R, yes. So maybe that has something to do with it.
That could be it then.
Is there anything on the back?
The back is blank.
Okay, back is blank. Alright, you want to take something out?
Yeah, let's go ahead and take a look.
My guess is it would be like one thing per movie, so that's probably our only Friday the 13th product if I were to take a guess. Don't you be cheating.
I'm not looking. But this is big and heavy.
Is it the clothing?
Okay.
What is that?
This is Nooks Pennywise. Your favorite movies and books jump right off the shelves.
Is this a bookend?
It is not a bookend. It is something, a statue you would put in between your books, where the book, like if this is like the spine of the book, it's like jumping out at you.
That is awesome. That's probably one of the coolest things I've seen come out of these Culturefly boxes.
Yeah, so that's why they show on the sides, there's like these fake books over here and over here, as if that would be the books on your shelf, and then you stick this in the middle as a decoration.
I dig that.
It's kind of like Pennywise coming out of the sewer grate, like, come here,
Well, okay, so one thing about us is I collect Star Wars books, so I don't know if that would really fit in. But you can also, because it says your favorite movies and books, you can also put this in between your movies.
One thing that's interesting is it says, It Chapter 2, Pennywise, Series 1. So maybe there'll be others of these, like, nooks, as they call it. It says this is age 14 plus for this product.
That is awesome. I really like that. Ooh.
It's got some good weight to it, too.
The first two things I think are pretty fire, not gonna lie. Alright, this one feels like a drink. This is your Lost Boys.
It says it's a travel mug.
Yep, travel mug. So, I'm gonna keep it sealed. This, trying to see what size. It's hand wash only, no microwaves.
As most travel mugs are.
I don't see what ounce it is.
If I had to guess, probably 20 ounce.
Do my best to show you. Yeah, it looks really good on there. I have not seen this movie in a very long time, so I cannot tell you who that is. You know?
I also have not seen this movie in a very long time. I want to say that's the leader. It's kind of neat that they have the roller coasters going in front of him because they hide out. There's like a...
roller coasters? Oh, I didn't see that.
So there's like a carnival at like the beach, and so they hide out kind of over somewhere near the carnival. So you can see the roller coasters there, signifying where they're hiding out by the beach.
So, very neat. You can probably see how big it is with my hand, I suppose. It's kind of small. I mean, I can grip it with my entire hand.
It's a pretty standard travel size mug.
Next.
Alright, we got a pin of the nun.
Creepy.
It's got a very weird, abnormal shape to it. It's not just a straight up rectangle. No, it's kind of vintage, like it's been grabbed and stuff.
Oh, weird.
Do you know what I mean? Like it's not a perfect rectangle. The sides are kind of
maybe it's
wonky.
Maybe it's supposed to make you feel uneasy. I don't really collect the pins. I typically sell them, but that's all right. All right, what do we got here? What do we got? This one is from The Exorcist. It's an umbrella. I'm a little nervous. Like, I don't know what it is, but with The Exorcist type stuff and, heebie-jeebies with demons and whatnot, Always makes you kind of weary. What's this gonna look like?
Do you want me to hold it out over here?
I'm trying to even open it up. I guess I can walk around and.
It looks like it's gonna be kind of small, but it'll be doubled up.
There's like a button. What am I doing with my life? Okay. There we go.
Neat.
So it's got her puke all over it.
So you can see it says, I'm gonna kind of guide you here. You can see it says The Exorcist right here. It's got kind of a, would you say this is see-through? It's like...
I can't see you, so...
It's see-through and, oh, whoa!
Wait. Oh, okay. That's why you can't maybe it's glow in the dark.
It might be.
It's green.
I think it's glow in the dark.
It's green on the other side.
Yeah.
That's why I said it was her puke.
So the like water driplets or whatever you want to call them, ooze and slime or puke, is green on the inside, but on the outside it just looks white. Then here we've got kind of the classic like horror image of the Exorcist happening. You can see the girl here and half of somebody's face right here. There's another face silhouette and kind of like a street scene going on.
Well, the street part there is the cover of, I think, one of the VHS or DVDs. Like, it's the poster.
Okay. I'm not sure if I've seen this movie before, so I apologize if my descriptions are not very movie accurate. I'm just kind of calling it like I see it.
I've seen the movie, but unfortunately I feel like Exorcist type movies are starting to become the, once you've seen one, you've kind of seen them all. I apologize if you don't feel that way, audience. You can't even see my face, but...
That's pretty neat, I like it.
It's hard to close.
Yeah, an umbrella that size, maybe we'll just set it on the table as is. We'll close it later. Alright, I'm gonna see if I can grab the next thing out here. Kind of feels like there's just one thing left. I think so. Let me see. Yep, this is the last thing. Alright. So.
This one we did know about.
This is the Nightmare on Elm Street Windbreaker.
On the outside here, we got the Freddy claw, and it says Nightmare on Elm Street. I believe some of the really good stuff is on the inside.
There's also something cool on the back we'll show you in a moment.
On the inside, we can see Freddy's sweater, which is really cool. And then, you said the backside? Ah, yes, we got Freddy Krueger here on the back. Don't fall asleep. I can't read all of these things. Late threat, sleep, welcome to my nightmare, stay. You're mine now, Piggy? I don't remember that one, but that's kind of funny.
This is one of the 17 plus items, ages 17 and up.
Neat. Decent material. I mean, it's a windbreaker, like you said.
Yeah.
They're supposed to be lighter.
Yeah, that's some pretty decent quality.
Well, like Sarah said, that is the last item in the box. So let's go ahead and take a look at this postcard. Okay, so we have some clarification here. First things first, we have the windbreaker, of course. We had the tote bag from Friday the 13th. We had the book nook, that was it. The travel mug, that was the Lost Boys. The epoxy pin from the Nun. And the umbrella is actually a rain color changing umbrella. So I guess when it gets wet is when it turns green on the outside.
I was wondering. I thought it might have turned red because, I'm used to horror movies signifying blood.
Yeah, so I'll show you what the other side of the postcard looked like so you know what to expect. Last thing. Was it worth it? What do you think?
How much was it? If you were to pay without rewards?
I don't remember. It's probably, I think it's like 50 or 60. I want to say it was 50.
It came with some really cool stuff. The jacket I think is nice. This bookend is a really nice item for decoration. The tote's nice. Travel mug, although it's not really our thing. We don't really travel with, hot beverages like coffee and stuff, so that's something that probably wouldn't get a whole lot of use for us, but it is pretty cool. The umbrella, you can never have too many of those. Pins, they always have pins. I think the only thing that I would maybe hope for, but maybe this is asking too much, is just that it's kind of all over the place. I wish it had a little bit more focus, just because if you don't like all of these franchises, then it's kind of, you like picking and choosing which items are more for you. But I guess that's kind of just the point of the horror box, right?
Yeah, I think I'm kind of on the other spectrum, but from a different point of view. Like, I really like how diverse the items were. I feel like sometimes with like the Star Wars boxes, it almost feels kind of safe with the products that they pick. And like, I never would have thought there would have been a bookend thing come in here that was awesome, and we got it. The jacket is great. The tote bag is actually a really nice tote bag. The umbrella, I was surprised to see the effect that was on it. I thought that was a really cool thing that they put a twist on there from that franchise, but I can see what you're talking about. Like, let's say the only two on here you really liked were, Nightmare on Elm Street and Friday the 13th. And then you have tons of other horror franchises that you like, but maybe you're not a fan of The Nun because it's a newer horror movie and you don't like it. You don't like the new It version. You'd rather have the classic stuff, which could be arguably something I could see someone complaining about. For me, I don't identify, like I don't really, at this point, I don't care about the Lost Boys, so I can see that effect with me with the travel mug. The Exorcist, I'm alright on, but the product is really cool.
Yeah.
Like we've done a handful of Star Wars boxes, and we did the SpongeBob box, and I feel like none of them have had that kind of a cool effect.
Yeah, I would go as far as to say same thing with the Pusheen box. They've had some nice products. Don't get me wrong, I still love the Pusheen box, but I haven't seen anything quite as unique as that, as the umbrella with the color, or the rain changing the color of the umbrella. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, I don't know if we will, but I would say, just off a first impression, I think this would be a cool one to keep going, especially if you get more of these. Can you imagine like having a ton of different franchises of these dudes sticking out of your bookshelf?
That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, or movie shelf. But that's about it for today's video. Again, we went through the horror box.
Was there anything inside the box, like the picture? Okay.
No.
So sometimes inside the box you get a really cool. Let's go ahead and show them. Sometimes inside the box you get a really cool like picture or something. With this one, it's pretty generic.
It's just horror hall and nothing.
Which I suppose makes sense because they're, it's not themed to any one particular franchise.
Yeah. So, if you enjoyed this type of video, make sure to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. We are doing these boxes as they come. This one was a little late for this quarter. I kept getting emails saying, we're sorry, it's a little postponed, blah, 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 kind of a thing. So they're kind of all over the place when they'll show up. But if we get them, you'll see them here very, very soon after we get the box. Drop us a like if you liked the video, and drop us a comment letting us know if you've gotten this box in the past. This is the first one we've ever gotten from the horror haul. So if there's been other ones, let us know what other cool items were in them. So, if I need that extra leverage to convince Sarah to continue this box, I'll have it. And then, as always, everybody, thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.